Okay, by my clock, it's 5:30. Welcome to the Vienna Township Board meeting. We'll all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So, can we have a roll call, please?
Joe.
Here.
Cindy.
Here.
Dave.
Here.
Dennis. Frank.
Here.
Nancy.
Here.
Sue. Here.
Okay, our agenda item, public hearing, truth and taxation. Cindy, turn it over to you.
Okay, I'd like to open up the public hearing. It is now 5:32. The purpose of the truth and taxation public hearing is to inform the public that in 2014, the millage rates levied by Vienna Township was 4.0400 mils. The proposed millage rates for 2015 is also 4.0400 mils. The increased taxable values would result in a 1.09% increase for Vienna Township if the proposed 2015 millage rates are approved. I'd like to now open up for public comment that is specific to the truth and taxation public hearing. Any other comment? Any other comment? Any other comment? Action will be taken on the proposed 2015 millage rates during the new business at the board meeting following. And hearing no further comments, the public hearing is now closed, and it is 5:33.
Thank you. Previous minutes from the August 17th, 2015 meeting.
I'd like to move to approve the minutes for August 17th, 2015 with any changes or corrections.
Support.
Motion and support. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Special meeting, September 14th, 2015.
I'd also like to make a motion to approve the minutes for September 14th, 2015 special meeting with any changes or corrections.
Support.
We have a motion and support. Do we have any discussion? Hearing none, call for the vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay, bills. Treasurer.
I'll make the motion to pay the bills in a total of $7,254.21.
Support.
We have a motion and support on the bills to be paid. Any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Joe.
Yes.
Cindy.
Yes.
Dave.
Yes.
Frank.
Yes.
Nancy.
Yes.
Sue. Yes. Motion carried.
Over again.
Treasurer's report for ending August 31st, 2015, for the packet. Just a couple of notes. There was a pretty good ding to the general fund. That was year over year down $116,294.68. But overall, our grand total for our entire funds is $3,137,806.75. Year over year, that's up $125,803.26.
Any questions for David? Building report?
The yearly cumulative totals, construction to date, 2015, $3,151,845.
Library report.
At the library, August was an extremely busy month for us, and we've had a lot of children sign up for the summer reading program. And in the events, we had Lords of the Sky at the library, and we had an excellent attendance, and they were able to see the eagle, a falcon, a vulture, and a hawk. And the kids really loved it. And that's it.
month of August, $243.95. Monthly expenses are $2,925.86. I've got Lois doing a refresher course on the My Senior Center software next week on September 30th at 9 a.m. downtown at the county building. Our numbers for August, we had 44 new unduplicated clients over the age of 60 in Genesee County, bringing our total up to 762 over the age of 60 in Genesee County. All the seniors that come through our door, any county, we're at 1,145. And the numbers for the county will reset at the end of this month, the end of September. We are in desperate need of some volunteers. We have some volunteers that have retired and moved on, so we are looking to fill spots if anybody finds themselves with free time. We have a bake sale this Wednesday at 12:30, and to celebrate the first day of autumn. We're steadily getting ready for the craft show October 10th at 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. This is Stella's baby, so we would love to see you all there. Come in, smile, say hi. And we're still working on getting lots of new classes and new speakers. Keep your eye on the newsletter for more details.
Thank you. Thank you, Teresa. Fire Authority.
Very it's pretty much status quo. We're still moving forward with the new truck. We're building the chassis as we speak. 4 of the firefighters do go out to the plant where they're building it to review that, review the plans. I think they started, correct, Harry? They started working on it or no?
They haven't started building it yet. They're still planning to.
So I stand corrected on building, but we're moving forward. We should be settling on financing within the next month or two. We're looking at different financing. Other than that, everything's good.
BDA report. Okay. We regretfully received the resignation from the BDA, one of our valued members. And Nancy, you'll be missed. We have potential in our nominations tonight for replacement. It wasn't that quick, it just was that lucky. And on top of that, BDA is moving forward on a couple other programs. We had discussion tonight with, I had discussion tonight with potential business coming into the area, which is quite exciting. And as in all cases, there's a confidentiality attached to that. Any questions on the BDA report? Hearing none, we're going to the supervisor's report. The newsletter will be coming out very shortly, and in the newsletter, because of our meeting with the Center for Community Development, we've come up with some ideas generated by them. One of them, to continue our fight with blight in the area, they suggested we contact the local churches to see if they had some youth groups, people that like to volunteer their time, some that might come to the senior center, etc. And that so far has proven to be pretty successful, at least with the initial response. I've contacted several churches in the area and they're on board. So, and it's a little early to introduce Mark and Kevin. Hi Mark and Kevin, we'll talk to them a little later. Any questions on the supervisor's report?
They're always looking for sponsor volunteers.
That's a good comment. We had 2 things we were contacting them for, and that's probably going to take place this week. Thank you. Additions or changes to the agenda? Besides myself, does anybody have anything? Okay, under unfinished business, I want to table items 1 and 2 until such times as all the members have completed their review. And under new business, item 6, I'd like to remove that from the agenda completely. Item 6 under new business.
Why?
Oh, I can get that in the supervisor's 2nd, the grantors of the grant changed it to us being the sole applicant responsible with their normal bureaucracy. After consulting with our legal staff, they felt that it would be undesirable to put 13,000 constituents responsible for the disbursement of the funds. So we're looking elsewhere. So the project isn't dead, but that particular grant application is dead. They called us Tuesday and said we had till Friday. So that's why item 6 is scratched. Correspondence. Michelle.
In your package, you have 2 items under correspondence. The first one is the 2014 annual report for the Genesee District Library. And the second one is an email sent to Supervisor Risk from Janine Smith, thanking the board for the consideration of her as the assessor and wishing them well in their search for an assessor.
Now is the time reserved for public comment. Someone would like to come up and speak, please introduce yourself with your name and address, and you have 3 minutes. Larry.
Thank you. My name is Larry Clever. I am with the Burnham and Flower Agency. We are an insurance agency located at 315 South Kalamazoo Mall, Kalamazoo, Michigan. We represent the Michigan Township Participating Plan, and the Michigan Township Participating Plan is by far the insurance company of choice for townships in the state of Michigan. Out of the 1,240 townships, more than 900 get their property and liability coverage through the PAR plan. There are an additional 400 public entities, libraries, fire departments, sewer and water authorities that get their coverage through the PAR plan. Burnham and Flower has customers in more than 4 states, 2,600 customers. All we do are public entities. I am here tonight to ask the board's consideration that we may give you a quote on your upcoming property and liability coverage. And I believe that is a January 1st renewal. For a number of years, we were the insurance agency, and the PAR plan was the insurer of Vienna Charter Township. I think that went away about 10 years ago. I'm asking for at least the opportunity to provide a quote.
Thank you, Larry.
Thank you.
Anybody else at this time for public comment?
Yes. Catherine Joe Saban, 12557 Webster Road, Ohio. My brother was a volunteer there. I went to play bingo because he likes me to come. And I am a senior citizen. I went, my friend called him on her phone to come into the bingo hall so she could talk to him a minute. The caller told him to get out 3 times. So he left. So I picked up and went and talked to the director. Told her what was going on, and this is what she said. What do you want me to do about it? He's worked there 10 years. And that's all I have to say.
Hi, my name's Mary Weaver, 5506 Duffield Road, Flushing, Michigan. And I'm just here with Kathy because I was actually the one that called Jeffrey into the Senior Citizen Center to talk to him. And at that time, the caller had been joking around with her husband, who was at the table behind us. And I was talking to Jeffrey, and she very rudely 3 times told him to get out. And I felt really bad, and because I had called him in there. But I'm thinking if they're going to have volunteers, they should be checked to make sure that they can deal with that type of situation, because obviously she couldn't. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments. Thank you for taking the time to come in. Any other public comments at this time? Hearing none. Unfinished business. Building official contract extension. Move that we extend the building official contract to December 31st of 2015.
Support.
Motion and support. Any discussion?
This is as is, Joe.
Yes.
I'm just extending as is, no other provisions.
I'll ask for a roll call vote, please.
Cindy,
Yes.
Dave,
Yes.
Dennis, oops, sorry, Frank,
Yes.
Nancy,
Yes.
Sue, yes, Joe,
Yes.
motion carried.
Next item, Senior Center Director Contract Extension. Move that we extend the contract of the Senior Citizen Director to December 31st, 2015.
Support.
A motion and support. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Dave,
Yes.
Frank, Nancy,
Yes.
Sue,
Yes.
Joe,
Yes.
Cindy,
Yes.
motion carried.
Under new business, authorization of 2015 operating millage, resolution 09-21-15-13.
I'd like to make a motion to approve resolution 09-21-15-13, authorization of the 2015 operating millage.
Support.
We have a motion and support. Any comments? Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Frank,
Yes.
Nancy,
Yes.
Sue, yes, Joe,
Yes.
Cindy,
Yes.
Dave,
Yes.
motion carried.
Next, we have the Knights of Columbus Tootsie Roll Drive from October 9th to October 11th.
I will make a motion to approve that Tootsie Roll Drive for the Knights of Columbus.
Support.
We have a motion and support. Any discussion on that? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Next item on the agenda, Hidden Oaks Holding LLC, sewer and water tap-in fee. I have a letter from Paul Clark asking for consideration on improving 50 units in Hidden Oaks condominium. And he's requesting that the sewer and water tap-ins be issued in a reduction in the standard rate. Standard rate currently is $2,200. He's asking for a reduction to $1,100. I would move to approve the reduction in the standard sewer and water tap-in fees for Hidden Oaks Holding condominiums only. Hidden Oaks Holdings LLC only for 25 units.
Support.
A motion and support. Discussion.
What is going to be the reduction rate for the 25 minutes?
1,100 may have.
1,100 per unit.
Correct.
So it'll be half tap.
Any other discussion? Hearing none? Oops,
I have a question though. I understand why he's doing it, but at what point do we say yes to him and no to everybody else?
Good question. Looking at the investment of 50 units that he purchased would be a consideration in this particular case on an underdeveloped area within the township. On 1 or 2 units, would it be advisable with that? I guess from a business standpoint, we have to look at each individual request. take
First, okay.
Roll call vote, please.
Nancy?
No.
Sue? Yes. Joe?
Yes.
Cindy?
No.
Dave?
Yes.
Frank?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Next item, assessing services agreement. You have an agreement in there with Landmark. It's been adjusted and agreed upon by the committee after our, for the 2016 assessment year. This contract would actually start as soon as it's approved by this board. If it's approved by this board, that's the correct way to say it.
That's not what the agreement says, though. We have no issue with it, but when we prepared the agreement here, it has a start date of October 1st.
Oh, thank you.
But we have no issue with that.
So we can amend the contract, if it's approved tonight, to start tomorrow or October 1st. It's your call.
We're going to start. I don't feel the need, you researched us, we researched you. We're going to start.
I'd move that we accept the contract, Landmark appraisal with the amendment to start September, thank you, September 22nd, 2015, under the terms as set forth.
Support.
Joe, under, because they have the original contract, under 9.9 confidentiality, your motion should also include the verbiage. If you want me to just read it.
Please.
Okay. The parties must keep this agreement confidential and must not disclose either the existence or the terms of the agreement to third parties. And our attorney has asked us to add except where provided by law for FOIA purposes.
So you can take that as an amendment, motion. Sue? Okay. Any other discussion? Hearing none. Need a roll call vote, please.
Sue? Yes. Joe?
Yes.
Cindy?
Yes.
Dave?
Yes.
Frank?
Yes.
Nancy?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Now I can introduce Mark and Kevin. Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
BDA board appointment. Who we forget on you?
Excuse me?
I said, how quickly we forget. I move that we accept Terry Paulson as the new BDA board member.
Full support.
No motion and support, any discussion? This particular, during discussion, board member must live within the BDA district. Terry, you acknowledge you live in the BDA district?
I do.
We're not getting married.
Dang it.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Welcome aboard. Now I have a time for public comment again. Anybody else have any public comments? Board comments. At this time,
I just have a little information that I just want to share with the other board members. I believe it was last year, we divided up the CDBG funds that we get every 3 years. The senior lighting project, I just received all the bids back last week. The pricing came back extremely favorable for us. There's going to be leftover money to put towards paving Field Road, which we could have possibly been a little bit short, but it's the same company that's done both. Or, I'm sorry, Neff, I'm sorry. Neff, thanks. Yeah, I meant Neff, it's starting with an M, it's not really, yeah, whatever. Close enough, it's the alphabet. It was there.
It's in the end.
But anyways, it's the same company that has done both fire halls, ATI group. I'm waiting to meet with the County Planning Commission to sign all the documents, but I was real pleased with the response that we got and the pricing. So.
Did a nice job on that, thank you.
I have one thing just to bring up. That we got our state revenue sharing share in September. That check was $172,706. That's up about $2,500 from a year ago. So our state revenue sharing is going in the right direction now too. It was in decline up until then. So we're getting some back.
Next. Okay. The next meeting will be October 5th in this room at 5:30. Adjourned. Mark and Kevin, Kevin Lee.
We will stay up for entertainment and sound.
I got no pulse for losing.
He's in Mayfair.
Shocking drives it road all the time. Just had a few drinks. Just can't be happening.
Are we clear?
Clear. We just buzzed. Just buzzed? You didn't tell us that, sir. You're right. This isn't happening. He'll be fine.
I feel good.
Really? No, not really.
Buzz driving. Clear. Maybe we should stop acting like it's no big deal.
Shocking?